Hey everyone, I just wanted to talk to you about the Meadowlands State Fair. Now, apparently, there was a shooting. I don't know what makes people think that taking a gun to to a fair is okay. I mean, that's just my opinion. Especially in New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? And even if you do bring your gun to the Meadowlands Fair or any kind of fair, then just don't freaking use it. I mean, if somebody decides to take out their gun, some crazy mofo starts to shoot up in the air or shoot at people, then yeah, I can understand taking out your gun and shooting the guy so he could stop trying to kill people. But honestly, I don't know why people even bother taking weapons with them. You're going to a fair. You're supposedly trying to have fun. Have fun. You know? I'm pretty sure that one person pushed another person. It got a little out of hand, a little heated. But if that's the case, then come on now. Just use your fists. I mean, that's the respectable way. Don't go in and pull out your gun, the other person pulls out their gun, starts shooting around. You know, that's unfair to other people. You know, especially with their kids. That's scary. That's freaking scary, you know? If I went to a place and I had my daughter and there's bullets flying around, that's fucking scary. Pardon my language. But, yeah, I mean, it's fucking stupid. Anyways, let me just move on. But, so yeah, the Meadowlands State Fair, when you go into the fair, this is from my experience going there 2017, okay? So when you go in, you walk a little bit, you see there's an animal petting zoo thing. Now, you can pet the animals free of cost, free of charge, and you can also buy some feed for them. It's like 25 cents, 25 to 50 cents. For some reason, it slips my mind. I can't remember the exact price. I'm pretty sure it was 25 cents. So you buy feed, you give it to the animals, and you wash your hands afterwards. But my main gripe was how small the area was, how small the pens were for the animals. I felt like it was just way too small for animals that size. It would be really small for me, and I'm smaller than them, I think. I think they had like a camel. Like, I think they had a camel, but you really couldn't pet the camel because the camel was like all the way in the back. Then there was goats and there was like miniature horses and stuff like that. But it was like, to me, like I said, this is just my opinion. The place where they held them was just way too small. But I hope that they didn't leave those animals there overnight like that, because then it would have just been messed up. I mean, they do have places they were able to lay down. It was big enough to lay down, but it was just, like I said, it was just pretty small. Anyways, moving on. So yeah, you're gonna want quarters. You want change for that. And before you get into the place, let me just say, they're going to ask you if you want a stamp or you want tickets. And in my opinion, and this is, I'm going to talk about this just a teeny bit later, which is not very far. But I would suggest getting the stamp. Okay? Because it'll save you money. And some of the rides, they take multiple stamps. They just don't take like one stamp. So you're going to want the stamp. And here is why. When we went in, now my daughter's 4, she goes on the freaking baby rides. I personally would assume that the most most a ride would cost is like 2 tickets. You know what I'm saying? Because she's little, and these rides are, they're not all that awesome. So, I gave, we gave 2 to 3, and for like maybe a ride or 2, like 4 tickets, for her. We realized that the rides were pretty short. I mean, the longest that, she was on a ride was for like a minute and 30. And the only reason why she was on the ride for a minute and 30 was because he let her go around 2 more times. So for a grand total of 3 times, it was a minute and 30. And I'm not complaining about the short ride for 3 tickets. But to be honest, I would have just preferred just getting the stamp, so she could have just stayed on as long as she wanted. She could have just sat there and just kept going all day long, if she wanted to. But, yeah, I mean, it was just, the rides were short, and if you want to make sure that you don't have to worry about short rides, get the stamp. That's always the best bet. The house that there was like a little house, crazy house. It was like a crazy house, where they go in, there's like mirrors, they walk all the way up, they come down, they come down a slide, okay? So that was like, that wasn't even a minute. I mean, they went through that whole thing in about 30 seconds because I recorded it. I was just like, damn, that's impressive. And my daughter walks pretty slow, so I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinion. Maybe I over-exaggerated with the 30 seconds. Maybe it was like, but I know it was pretty much under a minute, which was insane. So yeah, my opinion on the Meadowlands State Fair is, I mean, it's mixed because, you had the shooting, how the hell are guns getting into the State Fair? That's what I want to know. But, that aside, if I had gotten the stamp, it would have been a better day. I mean, I wouldn't have had to worry about, spending 58, I think it was like 58 tickets in about an hour. So, I was just, that's my thing. That's all that I griped about, was the shooting, and that's a major thing. And, the short rides. But like I said, to remedy that, I would have probably have gotten the stamp. Now, one more thing that I had to gripe about is that my daughter is one to try to pick at things that aren't supposed to be on her body, whether it's stickers or stamps. She'll try to rub that sucker off. And the thing is that the lady was just like, no, you can't put it on, you can't put it on a wristband. You can't put it on, like any article of clothes. Like, you can't do that. You have to put it on your skin. So that was the main reason why we didn't want to get the stamp, because if my husband thought if we would have gotten the stamp, then she would have rubbed it all off and we would have been down X amount of dollars, and then we would have had to gone back and get another stamp for X amount of dollars. But I mean, if you think about it, in all, the stamp would have paid for itself in a few rides. Also, I mean, that's pretty much it. I loved the fair. It was a nice day, and I think I'll go back again. I mean, it wasn't a bad time. So, but the next time I will get the stamp, and we'll see where it goes. Hopefully, if I get the stamp, I could probably ask them to get a receipt. I didn't get a receipt with my tickets. I don't remember them asking me if I needed a receipt, but you know, hopefully they'll just give me a receipt. And if she rubs off the stamp, then I could just go back and say, hey, I paid for a stamp. She rubbed it off. Can you give her another one? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I would definitely go back. I'll probably go back next year. And tell me your experiences of the Meadowlands Fair. Tell me if you liked it. Tell me if you didn't like it. Tell me your gripes. If you were there during the shootout or the shooting, hey, let us know what happened. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all would love to hear that story. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Take care.